You mentioned like when there's a certain confidence that if you make a mistake, the goalie's got your back. I mean, is there a tangible way that kind of comes out throughout the, a course of a game when you see and have that confidence in your mind?
Like in the players in front of them?
Yeah, just that.
No, I think sometimes, you'd like the players to be responsible with the puck all the time, but I think there is a sense this year that they could take a few more chances at times. When maybe if they don't have the goaltender they have a ton of confidence in, they maybe wouldn't take those chances. But for coaches, we'd rather them not take those chances. But I know when you have a goaltender that's playing well, he's going to be there for you.
Ryan, I know you're not big on excuses, but after playing 5 games in 8 nights in 5 cities and 3 time zones, how badly did the guys need a day off, and did you like the energy at practice today?
I thought the energy was it was good today in practice. It's not an easy stretch, but every team in the NHL goes through those. So for me, it's we have to find a way to manage a game properly, so we're putting ourselves in a position to win it. So you always take lessons out of wins, losses, whatever the case may be, and we want our guys to take lessons out of that as well.
But for guys like, Rasmus Anderson has been playing so much hockey.
Yeah.
Can just getting a little bit of rest just help him?
Sure. Yeah, mentally, probably more so than physically. They're all in good shape, and they can handle stretches like that without a problem conditioning-wise. Sometimes it's this that they have to really work on. And when you are fresh, a lot of people say a rested team is a dangerous team. And I think that holds true, because a lot of times when guys are a little bit fatigued, they lose the mind on them, and they make some plays that they normally wouldn't make when they are feeling really energized and sharp. So part of the lesson is you're not going to be 100% all the time. You have to find a way to manage the game the right way.
Right, and I know you had Connor Zary practicing up the middle today. If he stays there for tomorrow night, what sort of his key to success at that position?
The hard part with us juggling guys around like we have in the middle is trying to find the person that's going to work there, and you lose a little bit of each player when we're having to do that. So for Connor, we want him to control the play a lot the same that he does as a winger. What comes with it is the added responsibility of a lot of times you look as your centerman as an extra defenseman on the ice, so he has the extra responsibility. So we don't want him to get away from what he does well. We want him to continue to handle the puck, control the play. Now you got to add a little bit extra responsibility, so we want to make sure he's capable of doing that.
And how, I assume you're sort of referring to losing a bit of Pospisil's impact on the forecheck, maybe a bit of Yegor's ability to get his shot off. Like how difficult is that juggle for a guy when you put him in the middle?
You'd rather have, in my opinion, 12 forwards that are all centermen. It's so much easier to go and play on the wing. You can work on the wall work during practice. You can do all sorts of little different things, but being a centerman's a different animal for a lot of different reasons, and some of it's responsibility that comes with it. Others, you're expected to control the play a little bit more, and whether that's transporting pucks from the tops of circles, they have to do those things. And as you mentioned earlier, for someone like Marty, his greatest strength is the speed he plays the game at and his ability to get in on a forecheck and hurry decisions that defensemen make. Well, as a centerman, he's sometimes lower coming out of our own zone, so he's not able to get there. And with Sharon, one of his best attributes is reading the play as to when to take off, coming out of our own zone. That allows him scoring opportunities. Now, if he's down lower in your own zone, he's not in that same position. So there's pros and cons, but as I said, it'd be nice to have 12 centermen, because I think it's easier for them to go the other way than it is to come play in the middle.
Why now to move Connor to center, Ryan?
Sorry?
Why now? Why make the potential change at this juncture here?
Because I don't think we've really found the guy that's really grabbed hold of it yet. And again, it's the same thing. You're weighing pros and cons to see who can maybe give us the best individual effort that keeps the player at the level we need him to be at, but also helps the line have success.
Has Zary been a little bit snake-bitten with the way he's played?
Well, snake-bitten if you're looking at scoring goals, maybe. He's had some great chances that he hasn't been able to finish, but there's been a lot of his game that I have liked. I feel like he's a much faster player this year. We didn't see it as much in Vancouver, but the night before against LA, I thought he was excellent. And those goals will start going in. And we always talk about if the chances aren't there, then you're starting to be like, what's happening? But he's had a lot of chances, so eventually they're going to start to fall for him.
Ryan, what have you seen from Tyson Barrie lately?
I think he's feeling more comfortable having been in the lineup fairly regularly over the last little bit. Started the year, he wasn't in it a touch, so I think he's feeling more comfortable with the puck as he goes. The last Vancouver game, I didn't really like our back end as a whole, but I think he's just starting to feel like he's more in a rhythm with how he's playing the game right now.